Hello everyone, I'm Wade, your Cinephile host. Many of us grew up listening to bedtime stories. I'm sure most of us have heard of the German fairy tale Hansel and Gretel. Have you ever wondered how they turned out? In the 2013 action horror film Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, 女巫猎人, we see them all grown up. Set in the medieval times, witch hunting was a common practice all around Europe, with devastating consequences if one was found guilty of practicing witchcraft, no matter good or bad. The punishment? To burn at the stakes. Abandoned by their father in a forest, young Hansel and Gretel enters a gingerbread candy house and are captured by a cannibalistic witch. The witch forces Hansel to continuously eating sweets to fatten him up and enslaves Gretel. Eventually, the siblings outsmart her and incinerate her in an oven. In the 15 years that follow, Hansel and Gretel became famed witch hunters, slaying hundreds of witches. The pair are somehow immune to the spell and curses, but the incident in the gingerbread house has left Hansel changed with a magic-induced form of diabetes. He needs a shot of insulin every few hours or he will die. Now adults, Hansel and Gretel arrive in the town of Augsburg and prevent Sheriff Beringer from executing a beautiful young woman named Mina for witchcraft.
What's your name? What's your name?
Mina.
Boy. When a woman truly deals in witchcraft, she cannot hide it. A nasty rot sets in. It shows in her teeth, in her skin, and her eyes. This is not a witch. This woman's clean.
I'm sure your sheriff was only trying to protect you, good people. But your mayor has done a very smart thing. He hired us. My name is Gretel. This is my brother Hansel.
Mayor Engelman has hired the sibling to rescue the town's missing children, who are presumed to be abducted by witches. In the meantime, Sheriff Beringer hires trackers for the same mission in hopes of disgracing the mayor and cementing his power. In town, Hansel is out shopping when Mina, the woman he saved earlier, bumps into him.
It's strange being among these people.
Yeah?
If you hadn't come, they'd have burned me alive.
Yeah, well, I probably would have let them. But I'm old-fashioned that way. My sister, however, requires a little bit more evidence before someone gets roasted.
Have you ever come across a witch that you didn't want to kill?
Nope, never. The only good witch is a dead witch.
Later, Hansel and Gretel captures the Horned Witch and discover that the witches are preparing for the coming blood moon, where they plan to sacrifice 12 children to gain immunity to fire, their greatest weakness. The Grand Witch, Muriel, attacks the town with her army and abducts another child. Gretel is attacked during the raid.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. Not now. Not like this. You have something I need. The last ingredient.
Fortunately, Gretel is rescued by Ben, a local teenager and avid fan of theirs, who planned on becoming a witch hunter himself one day. After battling a witch on her broomstick, Hansel falls off the stick and is lost in the forest. The next morning, Mina finds him stuck in a tree and takes him to a nearby spring, where she heals his wounds and they become lovers. In the meantime, while Gretel was out looking for Hansel, she's attacked by Sheriff Beringer and his possum, who beats her before being stopped by Muriel's troll, Edward, who ends up killing Beringer and his men. Later on, Hansel and Gretel reunite and discover an abandoned cabin that they learn is a witch's lair and their childhood home. Muriel shows up and tells them the truth of their past. Hansel and Gretel's mother was a white witch named Adriana who married a farmer, explaining the siblings' immunity to black magic. Years earlier, another night of the blood moon, Muriel had planned to use Adriana's heart to complete her potion. but the White Witch was too powerful for her then. So now, Muriel decides to use Gretel's heart instead.
During a blood moon, there is a potion that will make you immune to fire. The key to the potion is the heart of a grand white witch. But your mother, the most powerful white witch, was too strong for us. So it had to be you, Gretel. It had to be your heart.
Muriel reveals to the townspeople that Adriana was a witch to get rid of her. That resulted with an angry mob that burned her alive and hung Hansel and Gretel's father, who tried protecting them by leaving them in the forest. The sibling battles Muriel before she stabs Hansel and abducts Gretel to complete her long-due ceremony. Hansel wakes up with Mina, who reveals herself to be a white witch. She heals him again and uses a book of spells to bless his weapons. Hansel, Mina, and Ben then plan to disturb the Blood Moon Sabbath.
That's a lot of witches. Okay. I'm gonna go down around the other side. Push them into the middle. Get them away from the kids. And when you see my signal, you unleash hell. Wish me luck.
Mina slaughters the Dark Witches with a Gatling gun, while Hansel frees the children. Edward defiles Muriel and releases Gretel before Muriel threw him off the cliff. Hansel, Ben, and Mina follow Muriel's trail to the original gingerbread house, now rotted and decayed. Muriel kills Mina before Hansel shoots her. The sibling engage Muriel in a brutal fight and ends with Gretel decapitating her with a shovel. They burn her body on a pyre and collect the well-deserved reward for rescuing the children.
Revenge doesn't change the past. It won't bring our parents back, but it sure as hell feels good. My sister and I know the truth. We know who we are now. And so do they. They know our story.
In the end, they head out on their next witch hunt. Except this time, they are accompanied by Ben and Edward, their new companions. This film received many critiques from mainstream media, particularly for what felt like a weak script and over-the-top violence. However, many horror genre critics were more positive, reviewing the film as unpretentiously entertaining. I guess it all comes down to what sort of movie genre you like. 接下来 Ruby 要揭晓今天电影迷 Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters 女巫猎人要教我们些什么。
Well, earlier you mentioned movie genres, 电影种类. So what's your favorite and least favorite, Wade?
That's easy. I love a good action movie. Least favorite 应该是恐怖片吧。
Then how would you categorize today's movie? 算是动作片还是恐怖片呢？
I think both. It's a action horror film.
Good point. So today, I'd like to talk about the word genre a bit more. Do you think you can give us a definition?
可以解释为创作的各种类别。
Precisely. Genre is a particular type of creation that you can recognize because of its special features.
也就是说，除了电影之外，也可以运用在其他的创作咯。
没错 like literature, art, film, music 都可以用 genre 这个字表类型哦。
Are there other words that are similar to genre?
Yes, 前面用到的 categorize 的名词形态 category 就跟 genre 意思非常相近。另外还有 type, style 等等。
I see. Hey Ruby, what's your favorite movie genre?
我跟你相反 horrors are my favorite.
Oh man, don't they give you nightmares?
Well, totally worth it.
好吧, you do you. Well, I am Wade.
I'm Ruby.
I hope you have learned something useful in this episode of Cinephile as I did. You can find more on the FUNDAY website. Let's make every day a fun day.
You're a witch?
There are good witches in the world. Not many, but some.
Stay back.
I'm a witch, but I won't hurt you.
I checked you. You were clean.
But only the dark witches bear the signs.
Dark witches. Dark, what are you talking about?
Think about it. If their spells don't work on you, why would mine? I'm not like them, Hansel. Where are you going?